good morning, and good morning again. How are you all today? It's December 14th, 2020, and again, it's that favorite time of the week because it's Mondays with Bev and Paul. And hi, everybody, my name's Paul.
Hello, good morning. This is Bev.
Hi,
Hi,
Bev.
Paul.
And hi, all of you out there. And for all of us friends who are celebrating, it's Hanukkah time. So happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, and if you have my personal webpage, you can come see the Happy Gnome. Nomi, we call him. Hanukkah Nomi. He talks like this. Oh, it's a fun time. So yeah, if
What
you
a
want to learn
crazy
a little
guy.
bit, Hanukkah's a great time. 8 days we do it. We light candles every night. The great miracle happened there. It's a great holiday, been going on since 2 BC. It's a
Yeah.
long time
All
ago.
about light. All
Yes,
about the
light.
light.
Which this is the
Yep.
time of the year. Light of that. We have the light of that conjunction coming up, which I
Yep.
guess was what the star that the wise men went towards or
Well,
something.
probably because those two great planets were so close together, it appeared as like one bright light, and it's going to happen again. Ooh,
Yep, 21st, and it'll be happening through, I guess, the 25th, and then we have
20.
Christmas
Mm-hmm.
and all this time of
Yep.
light. The solstice coming up. I mean, it's light, and we need the light, and we're going to talk about the light today with BioTouch because we're going to talk about BioTouch meets fear. Now, what could that
Ooh.
possibly mean?
BioTouch puts the light into the fear, huh?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Brings the light to the fear. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were talking about fear, the definition of it, huh? And why don't you share that a little bit?
Yeah, I've been working with this for a while, but fear is actually everybody goes, ooh, the basis of everything is fear. Well, not that's kind of an outcome of something that what we're going to talk about. BioTouch really is here to help hold for all of us, and that is this separateness. And separateness is really a it's a perception. It's a perception that this whole group called humanity, that we are little individualized eyes, and we are working our way through that. But the bigger concept is that we've always been connected. We are connected, and this is one of the. It's even in our vision statements. One community, one circle, going on indefinitely. We have never been disconnected, but our perceptions, tell us that. And so from that, when you're separated from that which you really belong to, it starts fear. And then of course the suffering and the pain and the body, and all of this comes up, and the fear that I don't have enough, and the fear that I'm alone, and all of this stuff starts coming up for all of us. We've all experienced it.
Yeah,
We're
and
not creating anything new here.
right,
it's
and
it's
it's
ancient.
really prevalent right now. You know that there's this
Yes.
talk about being disconnected. There's this belief system over here, and there's this belief system here, and those who are awake and those who are saying they're awake telling those who are asleep they're asleep, and those who are asleep saying no, we're awake and you're asleep. I mean, the disconnect. And what's wonderful about BioTouch and the whole thing, we're going to just meet people, whatever side, whatever you want to believe. I
Right.
mean, a virus, is it positive? Is it negative? Are you on the front line? Are you in the back line? And it's creating such conflicts between one
Yeah.
another. And
Yeah.
that conflict, like you said, that separation between our even fellow human beings,
Yeah.
who of course represent the oneness,
Yeah.
you know, if we're separated from one another, we're going to be afraid. We're going to be afraid we're doing the right thing, or we're doing the wrong thing, or we believe the wrong thing, or we believe the right thing, and that you believe the wrong thing. And it's been stirring me up. And every time I think about it, I'm so grateful that we have BioTouch.
Mm. Oh, yeah. It's almost like, if we really could look at it, BioTouch is one of the few true things right now that we can buy into. there's such division right now. And, we always say that the body itself is an intelligent unit that wants one thing. It wants to be whole, healthy, loved. And this is one of the gifts that BioTouch is here through all of the division, through all of the chaos. We have this breath of love, literally, that people can enter into with each other. So there's many levels to this. Not only are we addressing the where everything is held, the trauma, the fear, the perceptions, everything's being held in that body. It would do us no good if we were like, holding these higher, we were talking earlier, holding these higher, greater um, thought forms that nobody could associate with. What good is that? So here's BioTouch here in our presence, giving us something that meets us where we live in our daily lives, meeting the fear, meeting the suffering and the pain and all of that stuff, just being a human
Yeah.
can bring to us, cutting through all of that and just bringing us into the presence of love.
Right.
Let's
And
start right there. Let's love our bodies. BioTouch says, I can love your body.
yeah, and we're not trying to improve people or transform people or change people, and I think that's the
Fixing them.
yeah, we can't do anything. People have their path, and BioTouch can just stand in the presence of that, and we can just begin to let ourselves be loved, let ourselves be touched. And I'm always reminded of the best example we ever had in the beginning of BioTouch. Leigh Haas was a young lady at that time, and in her mid 20s, had liver cancer, and was actually did a huge amount of chemotherapy and almost died, and then decided to go to a herbologist, alternative complementary practice, and they told her, "Oh, no, 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 we can take care of it. Take these herbs. Let's cleanse your body." And she ended up getting very sick again, and her husband was like, "No, no more." And somehow she heard about BioTouch and came in, and the first thing we just said was, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let's just do BioTouch." And there was no conflict. It wasn't about denying her diagnosis, denying the cancer, just living in her presence of the cancer and her fear with that and the suffering that the families had. And she was supposed to have an operation in 3 weeks from the time she came in. We just worked with her, worked with her family, and never once created fear, just the hope that things were going to be okay. And we didn't know what that meant. So she went in for the operation, even though pre op they couldn't find the tumor, which, she's already on the schedule. We got to go for the operation. And she was supposed to be in the hospital for weeks. And I went in right after the operation. She was still groggy from the drugs, and she was out less than 7 days. Less than 7 days. And so I always remember that story and it was
Yeah.
because of that the family learned BioTouch, and she became certified, and they opened their home to have a little mini center on the other side of the island.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, it was just amazing experience, and
That's a
reminds me
great
of
story.
why we do BioTouch.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Just it kind of let us get out of the way for a moment and brings us back into well, a sense of belonging, a sense of, like you say, hope, which is in these times
Whoop, we lost our Zoom.
firmly believe is here
We
um,
Okay, hold on. We
for
lost our
that.
Zoom. Sorry, everybody. We're
I
back again. Good
was
old
wondering what was
technology.
going on.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
little thing here from
technology.
Jennifer. Jennifer English is with us. So is Jenny
Hi,
Garner,
Jennifer.
Michelle. But Jennifer said, if you are fortunate to have another person in your bubble to share BioTouch with, rejoice and be grateful. Um,
For right now, that's
that's a
true.
tough one for a lot of people. So
It
we've been
is.
sharing a lot with folks on how to be able to do BioTouch um, just through thought. I mean, and it's taking it to a whole different level, a whole different perception of what we're doing. And hold on, I think now we're still going. Good. I hope you can all hear us. Jennifer says hi, Bev. So for people like Jennifer and others out there's a way that we've really been practicing, and actually, Bev practiced with one of our certified practitioners, people getting certified in Canada, and they just set a time to work on each other, and they just did it through thought. And I think what we're trying to share with people is, and we're going to show that with the greeting. If you can do what we're going to show with the greeting and just A of the headset, and not just picture yourself working on yourself, but picture someone working on you. So it will keep the what's the word, the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thinking of someone I'd like to work on me. It could be a child, could be a grandparent, alive, dead, it doesn't matter, but picture them doing the points on you. And then picture yourself doing it on them. And I think if thought is really as powerful as we understand it to be, and science is beginning to show, that should have some kind of effect too.
Right. Why not?
That's what Karen said. She could feel a difference the first day you worked with her,
Yeah.
because she had no one to work with her. So,
Right. Right.
um, so yeah. So let's just take a moment and share that while you're all here with us. And what we're
Yep.
going to do is we're going to share it with you live. We're not going to just show you a video. We're going to show you live. And so if you want to really just learn this greeting and the first set of the headset, we really believe this is a way to help you feel together, to feel non-separated anymore. And so why don't you go and explain it, and I'll sort of stand up and sit down as you explain
Okay.
the greeting.
So we're going to do the greeting. So take the first two fingers of your dominant hand, right hand, left hand, and you're going to find that fleshy little area just below the breastbone where Paul's pointing. See where it kind of like indent. So, and you're going to put those first two fingers very lightly on that point, and you're going to hold 6 to 8 seconds.
Wow, it's great showing my body.
I know, aren't you the one? And it even beats the gnome. And then we're going to find point 2, and you're going to locate that big bone. If you bend your neck forward, there's this big bone that pops out right at the base of your neck. And you're going to come to the left of that big bone about 1 to 1.5 inches, and very lightly, again, with your dominant hand, touch point 2 for 6 to 8 seconds. And oh my goodness, the body goes, what? Okay. And then let's show another really, really simple one. This is great. It's part of the headset, and you're going to take both of your fingers and you're going to find that indentation on the back of the neck. It's right at the base of the skull in the center of the neck. And you're going to hold 2 fingers there, and then on the front of the head, right there's this what we call the ridge. It goes back to the crown. You're going to hold the other 2 fingers right there. So you're directly through the front and the back of the head. And again, hold those 2 points 6 to 8 seconds. And with just those 2 sets, you have started the body into some kind of activity, this loving touch.
Yeah, and so if you can do it at home, that's great. If you're just thinking of somebody doing it on you, and then let us know some of the results you get, especially if you're doing it um, through the ethers there. But again, it's really about meeting people in their conflict, in their fear, in their suffering. There's a lot of that going on right now, and we just want to give people some kind of hope that everything's going to be okay. And I've worked with a lot of people through the death and dying situation too, and they're
Yeah.
even with BioTouch in that time, there's hope. And it's not the hope, as that one young couple said, wasn't hope that he was going to live, but it was hope. And there's a hope beyond whatever it is we're perceiving and suffering and trying to figure out while we're here on this planet.
Right.
And we're all going to get better. We just need to take a little moment here.
I've been thinking that this time when we have some downtime, this is the perfect time for people to actually learn BioTouch, the technique. And because when we can all go back out into the world, then we're all going to have this amazing gift, this tool that we can begin to really step in and start using in the presence of each other again. So,
Yeah.
I'm just plugging our virtual practitioner training. It's coming
Plugging
up
it.
this Saturday. And
No, it was last Saturday.
It what?
It
I thought
was
it was the
supposed
16th.
No, the 16th is Wednesday. No, here's our next one. Our next virtual training, folk, is January 12th.
Oh, it's in January. I'm sorry. This is December. Sorry. Yeah, it's in January.
There it is. I'm just showing it. 9
Thank
a.m.
you.
to 4:30. 8 continuing ed credits for massage therapists, doulas, nurses. It's an awesome class, and it
Yeah.
whizzes by. People just go, "Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
was so engaged. It just whizzed by." So
it's kind of we're preparing. This really is a time for a preparation also in this newness that's coming. And so give yourself this gift of BioTouch that you're going to have when you go back out into the world. And yeah, it's January. I'm already ahead of myself.
So one other thing I wanted to bring up is to learn it, and the kids. The families need to do this. The parents really could take a step and say to your children, "Hey, mommy needs your help," or "Daddy needs your help," or "Grandma, Grandpa needs your help." Saying to these kids, especially at a young age, and we're talking, they could be 5, 6, 7 years old, it doesn't matter,
They get it.
will bring them into relationship. They will let them feel a part of the suffering, but with an opportunity to help. Let them know that they can be a part of the solution. Okay, and by the parents saying to the children and bringing them in, letting them love you through that gentle touch. Oh my gosh, what an awesome transformation would happen on the planet. We talk, you can not drive this and get solar and do this and grow your own food, but imagine the revolution of bringing touch, very light butter-like touch, butterfly touch. Must be thinking
Okay,
of having some toast or something. I haven't eaten carbs all for a couple of weeks.
Christmas cookies.
So yeah, it's a revolution, and it's time. It's time for it.
It is a revolution. I just got an image when you were talking of this new generation of kids out on a playground. Somebody falls down, skins their knee. Oh, let me help you. Get them into this new way of thinking that we can help each other whenever, and begin it young. Let's just raise this new generation of caring, compassionate human beings, being able to help each other.
Right on. So also, if you want to learn about back pain, go to our workshop that we just had. It was an awesome workshop.
Wasn't that amazing?
Oh, she gave me so much good information about the back and its structure and how to heal it. So, so we did it. BioTouch meets fear. Reach out, touch somebody. Bev, that was awesome. Thanks. Even with those little glitches,
Paul.
we did all right.
Yep.
See you, everybody. Happy Hanukkah.
Have a great week. Happy Hanukkah.
I can feel the pain sunshine or rain. So it's not caused by the weather, but it doesn't hurt that much after I feel your loving touch and we spend some time together. You take my pain away each and every day. You're an angel from heaven on high. Your butterfly touch helps me heal so much, and I get better as time goes by. You take my pain